Hello everyone, hope you've been doing well. Welcome to this Harsetti review video. Alright, so let's get started right away. So, base stats, 124 base speed, so she's basically the same as Luna, right? I'm pretty sure. She's extremely fast. She's fairly tanky. Yeah, nothing special here. Decent imprint. Her release is kinda good now. Before it was like defense release was pretty bad because of like Gala and stuff. But now that we have it enough, it's back to being pretty good. So that's nice. But yeah, like the issue is her kit. So her S2. Start of battle, speed of the caster is fixed going forward, and speed of all heroes except for the caster is limited to a maximum of 90% of the caster's speed. So that means if I'm playing base speed Harsetti, which is 124, right? If I'm playing 124 speed Harsetti, everyone is limited to like 110 speed. That's not okay. That's definitely not okay. Like everyone else in your team included is 110 speed. On the caster's turn, combat readiness increase effect of all heroes is not applied. So this is to counter stuff like MLAKTs, gilly bets, stuff like that, basically. Like it prevents them from going right after her. Okay, so the issue with this, kit, and like this S2 in general, is that let's say your opponent plays Harsetti, right? Or like let's say you play Arena, let's say you play Guild War, let's say they're playing Harsetti. You can't tune your team anymore. Because everyone's gonna be the same speed, which means gonna be completely like your turn order is gonna be completely random. Like who wants to play like this? Like no one. And like in Arena and Guild War, at least you can tune your own team, right? Because the speed is limited to 90% of the caster speed. That means, let's say, I'm playing like I wanna make an Arena defense. I'm gonna make like a 150 Harsetti, and then I'm gonna tune my team. I'm gonna make like the second one is gonna be 140 speed, the third one is gonna be like 130 speed, and then the fourth one is gonna be 120 speed, right? So you can actually tune here. But like for something like RTA, which is a lot more dynamic with like pre-bans and post-bans, how the fuck? Like I'm not gonna build some part of my account based on, because this is how you should, like this is how you play here. Like you're not gonna build like some units and like a certain part of my account assuming that I'm getting Harsetti on 3. Because I'm not gonna get Harsetti on 3 realistically. Like she's insane. Like this is probably the most broken S2 in the game, but it's also probably the worst designed S2 in the game. Because it makes the game completely RNG, because you have no control over your tuning anymore. Like that's not fun for like anyone involved. Like no one wants this. Like I'm a slow player. I've made my peace with the fact that my opponent is going first. Like it's fine. Like they like we're playing different play style. I'm training speed for tankiness basically and bulk. Like yeah, speed for bulk basically. Like it's fine. This is annoying for everyone basically. Because cleavers don't want to play her, right? Because they're already taking first. Like if you're fast, you're already taking first turn. Like, why would you play this? Like there's no point. But then if you're slow, you still don't really want to play this, because I don't really want to build my entire account assuming around the assumption that I'm getting to play Harsetti basically. Like no one wants that. So yeah, and plus it's gonna make like Arena defense. Like it's gonna make Arena insanely annoying for like everyone as well. Because yeah, like you're just gonna face like base speed Harsetti. Like, you're gonna have no control over your tuning. Yeah, I don't know. Like like we had a phase, we had a false leak of like Harsetti's kit, which was like really scary because it was a really bad kit. Like it was a really badly designed kit, but somehow this is worse. So yeah. Anyway, let's move on. So this is RS2, great design. Good job, Smiley. Like look at this. Like let's say you're like. Let's say your opponent is playing Tywin BBK. Like then, like one game, the Tywin is gonna go first, and then BBK is gonna go second, and then they're gonna win. The second game, BBK is gonna go first, and they're gonna lose. Like, just completely random. Anyway, job smilegate. S3. So S3, like I don't really get it, but I mean sure. Like okay, so we've established RS2 is definitely a turn 2 focused, right? Like if you're fast, why would you ever want to play Harsetti? You don't want to. Like you're already fast, you're already taking first turn, why would you want to negate speed? Like it makes no sense. So RS2 is turn 2 oriented. Like no one wants it anyway. Like I'm telling you, like even if I'm slow, I definitely don't want this unit in the game. But she's turn 2 oriented. Now RS3 is turn 1 oriented. Decrease buff duration by 2 turns, which is completely broken, by the way. I mean, it's basically a full strip. Like realistically, decrease buff duration by 2 turns, basically a full strip. 75% chance to inflict unable to counter attack and unable to be buffed for 2 turns. Penetrate defense because why the fuck not? Focus is full, consumes it all, increase damage dealt. Damage dealt increases proportional to caster's max health. So, her S3 is basically, is very similar to like Judge Kisses S3, right? Or like S2, I don't remember which one it is, but like the unable to counter attack. There's no defense break though, it's unable to be buffed. I don't really, like we'll have to see the damage, but I don't really see the point overall. Because this is, like, unable to counter attack is a very, turn 1 debuff, basically, right? Like if I play turn 2, I don't really give a fuck if my opponent counters or not. Like it's like the least of my worries, realistically. And unable to be buffed is nice, but like, it's really not life-changing. Like it's just nice. So RS3 is like really like RS3 looks strong. The thing is like I don't really see the point with RS2. Like I feel like RS3 and RS2 are like very disconnected from each other. Because they don't really wanna achieve the same thing, but I mean sure. So S3, at least the animation looks good, I think. Yeah, the animation is pretty nice at least. 5k, okay. How much HP did she have? 26k, she did 5k. Okay, so I'm assuming the damage isn't really like her strong. Yeah, okay. And then S1, attack the enemy, 60% chance to decrease defense. So this is more, yeah, again, this is more cleave oriented than anything, but like it's still good for, at least it's still good for turn 2. When it is the caster's turn, use en passant as an extra attack. Damage increase proportional to the caster's max health. Attack all enemies with a 60% chance to decrease attack. Decrease attack is a very turn 2 debuff though. Damage dealt proportional. So she has, okay. But you can just 3 turn 1 realistically. Let's give you 1 focus. And then when you have full focus, you can do an unpowered S3. This gives focus to... What the fuck is our kit? So what's the gameplay supposed... Because you start with 0 focus, right? So you wanna S3, S1, 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 S3. Okay. Okay. And then when you soul burn, it's 1 soul, 10 soul, increase effect chance of gambit by 200%. Decrease defense for 2 turns. Okay, that's pretty good. okay, but like she has no ignore, yeah, she has nothing like that, so like she's like somewhat fair in this sense. Yeah, I don't know. Like I mean, S1 are like S1 and S3 are like fairly fine. If you just show me like the S1 and S3, I'm gonna tell you she's an anti-cleave unit. Like she's a cleave unit, right? Like I'm gonna tell you, like she looks like a bad cleave unit, kinda. Yeah, she looks like a bad cleave unit. For turn 2, I have no use for her if you just show me her S3 and S1. And then we have this S2 that's like complete nonsense. And like doesn't really doesn't have much synergy with like the rest of her kit or like anything in the game really. And that just fucks up like everything. So yeah, I don't know. Like I don't really know what to say. Like she doesn't look fun to play. She really doesn't look fun to play against. I don't think anyone wanted her in the game. Like whether you play like turn 2 or turn 1, I don't think anyone wanted this unit in the game. So yeah, good job, Smiley. I don't know. Yeah, that's it really. Right? Yeah, that's all I have to say about her. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you have a great day. Peace.